Sunday night, November the 3rd. Ticketmaster.com has all the details you might want or need. And I got you tickets. Caller 10. These are for you. 2 for Theory of a Dead Man. Unplugged. Good luck. 216-578-1007. Or 800-348-1007.
Alan Cox. A drummer. Well, even the real musician, he just makes a noise. If he played the violin or the piano, anything that made sense, but the drums.
100.7 WMMS.
Bah. You all right?
Yes, the bar.
Another $1,000 here for you in about 5 minutes. 5:30, or as close as I can remember to get to it. For our iHeartRadio Music Festival. It's about a month away. 20th and 21st of September. Out there in Las Vegas, back in the T-Mobile Arena. With the Black Crowes and Thomas Rhett and Keith Urban and Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier. Who else is Fox? Shabuzi. And more out there. The $1,000 goes into your pocket because you're going to be in Vegas. But tickets and airfare and the whole bit. So a couple of minutes away from that. Last keyword of the day. Still have plenty of those for you, though. Anytime you want to leave us a voicemail, you can do it. Our after-hours line, whether we're live on the air or it's the middle of the night and you just have something you need to get off your chest. It's 216-986-8903.
You guys talking about 21 times a month, and I was wondering, would that count if you just do it to yourself, or if you break that up between you and someone else? Gene from Parma.
We were talking about the story that kind of makes the rounds every so often about the optimal number of times per month that a guy is supposed to ejaculate for the best prostate health. Of course, Mary was foisting upon us her prostate information.
Don't worry about my prostate.
I don't.
Don't ask about my prostate. It's impolite. It's none of your business.
You don't have one.
You don't know that.
Does Gene from Parma, is he asking us to set him up with a masturbation schedule? What was because I don't feel comfortable doing that, Gene. I'll leave that to you.
I mean, how much does it pay?
I already had this conversation with Dick.
But I'll come. How about that?
Ooh.
What, you don't like that?
You don't like that? I just said whole.
Yeah. You don't like Dick talking about that? Come on. Gunplay at the Berea Marks.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. Couple of dudes. This was in the Berea. Well, this was in Berea Community News. I know, Mary, that now that you're living there in Astoria, Queens, you might be too busy to keep an ear to the ground on your hometown. And so I feel compelled sometimes to do that for you. A 50-year-old Olmsted Township man pulled a handgun on a younger man inside a Mark's in Berea. Somebody called the cops, saying there was a dude with a gun walking around the Mark's parking lot. When the police arrived, he told them he was brandishing the firearm because he felt threatened. People with guns always tend to feel threatened. Very, very quickly. Very jumpy. So they took the guy's gun, put him in cuffs. He said he had been walking down the aisle in Mark's, just doing some shopping, checking out the parakeets. You still have birds at Mark's?
I don't believe so.
No.
Didn't they used to?
Yes.
Another man, a little bit older, 63-year-old guy from Olmsted Township, was in the same aisle, and he had 2 dogs that he said were service dogs. The younger guy complains to the older guy that he's blocking the aisle, and he starts getting in the guy's face. You shouldn't have these dogs in the store in the first place. And then the two had words. And then, wouldn't you know it, because there isn't infinite space in a Mark's, they run into each other again in another aisle. And the arguing and the yelling starts up again. And so the 50-year-old guy backs away, tells the older guy to back away too. Older guy, well, I'm going to just read this as written, puffed out his chest and backed him against a cooler. Then the older guy reached for a holster on his hip. The younger guy thought that the holster might have contained a firearm. That's a natural thing to infer.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Most
grabbed
holsters do.
his gun from his pocket and held the weapon at his side. He said he never pointed his gun at the older guy, but he walked around him in the aisle. He said he heard the older man order his 2 dogs to attack him, which I'm going to say didn't happen, but okay. Older guy said that those were his service animals, and the younger guy was taking pictures. Older guy said his holster contained a cell phone, not a handgun. You ever see the olds walking around? They've still got the cell phone holsters.
Yeah.
As if you ever have an opportunity to just whip that puppy out and make a call, send a text. He said he reached for his phone because he wanted to take a picture of the guy with his gun. He said he never threatened the younger man. Of course, Marcs all have signs asking customers to refrain
From threatening other customers?
openly displaying firearms. Yep, because it is Ohio. And, but boy, if you're walking down an aisle, just visualize this situation. There's an older guy there with a couple of dogs. Let's say they are service animals. This younger guy with a gun sounds pretty jumpy. That's not somebody I want armed. I don't know how wide these aisles are, but I mean, in your average grocery store, if you were to encounter a guy with 2 dogs, you'd probably just say, oh, hi, how are you? Walk around them, maybe. Not start off on some tirade about how you're not supposed to have your dogs in the store.
But I also understand that people have service animals, and if they're in the store, they're probably that variety of dogs.
Servicing you. I should rephrase.
Don't do that. It's not South Euclid.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This was Berea. So anyway, Mary, in your absence, things are popping off at the Marcs.
They can't handle themselves. They got a Chipotle, now they don't know how to act.
Oh, they have a new one.
Yeah, right in that Marc's parking lot, actually.
Oh, do they really?
Mm-hmm.
A new Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new Chipotle not far from us.
Yeah?
Out there toward
Yeah, but you've
guess it
never
would
seen
be
anybody make guacamole there.
Avon
Alan.
Lake. What's that?
You never been back making guacamole. Like,
I don't know a single person who has made guacamole at
Actually,
Chipotle.
I have.
Oh, I'm
Shout
sorry,
out
what?
to Devontae and his amazing staff at the Berea's Chipotle.
That's a
The new
name.
one.
That's a name you made up.
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
There's-
Del Monte's
there's
a very common name
no one named Devontae.
Del Monte? Is that what it's called?
when it comes to avocados.
There you go. Warehouse full of tinned peaches. Yeah. Oh, you made your own. Well, you should tell people about that.
I should. You're right.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up. See what
Don't
they
hide
think.
your light under a bushel basket. Oh, so the belief there is in Berea that Chipotle really got people all in a froth.
Uppity.
I see. And so they walk into the Marcs with a full head of steam and a belly full of jasmine rice. Is that what they do over there?
No, not jasmine.
Oh, what kind of rice?
Just
Cilantro rice?
It's cilantro. and,
Okay. Brown rice?
Like jasmine rice, that's like more pointy. They do like the regular, like.
Pointy.
It is a little more pointy.
Okay.
It's like thinner.
All right.
Thinner and longer.
I don't know what kind of rice they have at Chipotle. I just point to it.
Brown
and say,
or white?
Brown or white.
Regular,
Okay.
regular ass white rice.
Rice and, okay. It's not basmati rice or anything like that?
These are all like.
Regular ass rice. All right. I mean, I'll opt for the brown. And that goes beyond rice.
Hey.
If you know anything about me, I'll always opt for the brown. You want to go to Vegas? What you do there probably stays there. I'll give you $1,000 to facilitate your debauchery. And then you and a friend, choose wisely. You'll go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. So listen closely and good luck.
Now your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword FESTIVAL to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's FESTIVAL to 200-200.
WMMS.
Alan Baby, Courthouse Springs. Was out of town on the weekend, out in the woods, didn't have signal, and I'm on my fourth 16-hour day at my job. So I'm still catching up on the podcast. Just real quick, wanted to say you are sorely mistaken, my friend. If that show, your show, the show, was gone tomorrow, some, yes, would grieve for 36 hours. Me personally, I would be inconsolable for no less than 30 days, my friend. Love you. Hate me. Hate the show. Bye.
How about that, Mary? How about when it's all over for me here in Cleveland? Then I tell you what I make.
Sure.
I'll walk out and I'll
Tell
tell
me right
you.
now.
yeah.
Just do it. I
Say
dare
it right
you.
now on the air.
No.
I dare you.
I still have
Group chat.
I dare you. You
Group
know
chat.
me. I can never resist a dare.
Dare you
group
to
chat
text
it,
it to
yeah.
the group
They
chat.
couldn't even keep me off drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Still
had
haven't done cocaine though.
they had the,
Yeah,
that's
right.
true.
Teach them a lesson.
That's true. I've never done cocaine.
Drugs.
Okay,
Nope.
Alan, truth or dare?
Dear.
I dare you to tell me how much money you make.
There was no way to win that one, was there? Boy, you backed me into a corner. Well, listen.
Is it more than $1 million?
No, I don't make $1 million.
Is
People
it more
think
than
that I make-
$500,000?
I'm not telling you how much money I make.
So it's somewhere
Because
between
it's not going to
$500,000 and $1
change.
million.
It's not going to change your situation.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
All these people are like, why couldn't the company pay Pound Cake more? Because he had an hourly job. That doesn't change. I wish they could have. I would have loved for them to do that. I would love for everyone on this show to make exponentially more money.
Yeah, everybody would.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We were talking about before. You're never going to ask somebody if they get paid enough and they're going to go yes, no matter how much money they make. You can ask hedge fund guys, hey, do you think $2 billion a year is enough? They go, nope. I can't afford multiple yachts with that. Nobody thinks they make enough money because everybody thinks they're getting screwed, even if they're not.
Agreed.
I mean, you talk to anybody. Well, these people go, oh, I don't make enough. Well, what's enough? Enough for what?
Enough to live a normal life and not have to
What
worry.
is a normal life? Who lives a life where they don't worry?
I mean,
People that have
to
a
not
lot of
have to-
money, yeah.
To not have to worry about your basic needs being met. Food, bills, house, car.
Yes,
To not
something
have
goes
to
wrong.
worry about how you're gonna do that every month.
Well, understood. But again, even that's a moving target because everybody's basic needs are different.
No, those are human basic needs. Can I eat? Do I have a
Can I pay
safe,
rent?
warm
Right, but
place to sleep?
one person pays $500 a month in rent. Somebody else pays $1,200 a month in rent. So their basic needs are different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
One
get what you're
person
saying.
drinks their salads. Another person's out there eating double bacon cheeseburgers
Or 2 lunches.
or whatever. Did you have 2 lunches today?
No, I had 1 lunch today. but
What
I'm
was
getting
lunch today?
Pretty hungry. There's a little Asian spot across the street, so I had the pork gyoza.
Oh,
which is like little
dumplings. Yeah, of
and then
course.
some edamame. It was really good.
Yum.
Yeah.
All right. Mary, I believe it's not Asian. I believe that's not the preferred nomenclature anymore.
What is?
Oriental, I believe,
Oh,
is what
sorry.
you want to call.
I didn't mean it.
I think I got that right. Didn't we come
Yeah,
full
but you're
circle?
supposed to put your hands next to your eyes and come back.
Oh, no.
So
No,
they
don't
know
do that.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't do that. Oof. Okay, I'll tell you what. On the subject of squeezy salads, it does my heart good to have gotten the feedback from people who have ordered their own and gotten their own and told me how efficient and enjoyable they have been. They're squeezy salads. I had one earlier today. People hit me up. Now, not everyone. Some people have to be a little negative Nancy's and tell me that I'm psychotic. But the people who have purchased them, tried them, have enjoyed them immensely. Now, they probably won't stick with it. Probably a little novelty, right?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody. But pretty good. Get a lot in there. Not everybody wants to eat a salad. They're like, oh, it's so labor intensive. I got to stab the greens and I got to have to dress it. You know how much sugar people add to their salads with dressing? Just think about that. People are like, I'm eating healthy. And then they guzzle it in dressing.
Guzzle it?
They guzzle it, Bill.
They're trying to distract us from not telling us how much money he makes.
They guzzle
Bring up
it.
the salads again.
Not a distraction. Just a pivot in the conversation. Listen, my basic liquid salad needs are met. That's all I'm saying. And I can't ask for much more than that. I'm not greedy. But thank you, Corey, for the call, by the way.
30 days.
30 days.
30
That's
days of
fine.
sadness.
That's just fine. That used to be the flex back in the day. Guys would be like, you fire me. There's going to be people out protesting. Not one person ever had somebody out front with a placard decrying the end of your program. I got a break. Want to send a text 35192 to do that. AlanCoxShow.com for all the other stuff. You got to go, yeah?
I'm out of here, yeah.
All right.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
The AC, or do you have to go too, Mary? Whoop. Hello?
Don't have to. I'm here. Can you hear me?
You have a show tonight?
I'm playing euchre tonight.
All right. Well, then Mary and I are going to come back.
I was like, if you want to end the show early, I'll go play some euchre. But if you want to do another segment,
what
let's do
time
another
is
segment.
euchre?
7 in Brooklyn.
Are you going to be able to get there?
Not right at 7, but if you want to take
Are
a
you
segment
trying to
off,
get there right at 7?
If you want to